The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Baltimore Ravens.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Set to go now on a wet and rainy afternoon. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return, the Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Yellow! Listen!
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
First down. First and 10.
Mahomes going to throw. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And he goes diving to get as much as he can following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in?
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Yellow!
Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And the
Don't quit, yo. Come on. You got Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes. Oh, my God, bro. Yep.
heard about a man, the lift controller, the lever king. I told you, hop in and let the journey begin. I really wanna be like him. I wanna be like him. Forget about that. Hats up in the sky, and we keep getting the magic down that you cannot deny. We're growing light, shining bright. I cannot wait to get inside. Still out of sight. Where wanna go?
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the inner harbor of Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. With Greg Olson, I'm Mike Tirico, and out there is Tyler Loop to get us started. Off we go through a driving rainstorm here in Baltimore.
The Steelers take
And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll run. This is Jaylen Warren. And he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second and
From the
9.
31, here's 2nd and 9. On play action, Rodgers. That's going to be incomplete.
Rodgers.
Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. They get 18 on that one. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
And the Steelers first down. A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down.
A carry here for Warren. Finding space inside the 40. And he'll finally be taken down at the Ravens' 21-yard line.
A gain of 30.
A big-time play for Pittsburgh. And even 30 yards.
1st and 10 at the
There's a
21
combination of
yard line.
footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
1st down for Aaron. Moving outside the pocket. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
If he's able to get the ball out of his hand on time, that's probably a completion, but there's a little hesitation for one reason or another, and by the time he lets it go, he has a defender bearing down on him and leads to an incompletion.
And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Jaylen Warren, the ball carrier. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Warren trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short.
It's a gain of a yard.
26.
Brings up second and goal.
Rogers out to his right. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Aaron Rodgers. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
You know, it's funny, Mike. I think in conditions like this, when you play games in these elements, everyone assumes it puts a lot of pressure on the offense, and it's actually the contrary. The offense knows where they're going. They can collect their feet, they can collect their way, but it's the defense that is more of a reactive state, and those are the guys that have a hard time keeping their footing. You see them slipping and falling. So early offensive success doesn't really surprise me, and now they have the ability to play from a lead.
Chris Boswell to kick off.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Shot! You! Shot! 180! Ready, shot! Ready, shot! Shot!
First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
It's
A gain there of 27 yards.
And the Baltimore first down.
Go ahead.
1st and 10 at
Hey,
the
shot!
38-yard line.
Shot!
On first down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry.
On the carry.
And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. 1 quarter in the books. It's the Steelers with the early lead. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins. They've got it with 2nd down and 13 in front of them.
Oh, quit.
I got places to go. People to see, time is precious. I look at my Cartier out of control. Just like my mind where I'm going. The women, the shorties know nothing but clothes. No stopping at my Pirelli's on. Unlike my jewelry that's always on. I know the storm is coming. My pockets keep telling me it's gonna shower. Call up my homies, it's on and popping the night cause it's meant to be ours. We keep a fadeaway shot cause we ballin' and spittin' up every hour. Look, mama, ow, you just like the flowers. Girl, you the truth with all that goody power.
Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. Coming up, 2 teams ready to square off. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Mike Tirico along with my partner Greg Olson. That's the kicker. Tyler Loop set to get this started. Off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Whoa! And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Great, set.
That's Goddard in motion. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be hit and dropped behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this one. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Once again, it's Barkley. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Teddy Buchanan is there on the tackle.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Philadelphia.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's 11 yards again, 2 plays in a row. And another first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Trimmer. No touch.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. He'll inch forward for maybe a yard. That is Nnamdi Madubuike there to bring him down.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Ravens' 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 8.
Great, set. No touch.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Trying to push the ball down the field. It's an interception. Picked off by Nate Wiggins. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
Sit on.
They'll go again here with Henry. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Looked to me like the quarterback had the option to pull that and make it a throw, but he decides to give it. Probably wishes looking back that he would have pulled it because there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Here now, 3rd and 5.
Sit on. You change it. Sit on.
From the gun, Jackson. Pushed out to his left. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Good awareness there on third down. He's thinking there's nothing there, tuck it, and head for the sticks. He's able to get the first down himself, avoid any big contact, and the biggest thing is he keeps the drive alive.
9 yards.
So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. What will the second quarter have in store? And we're back in Philly in a moment. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Henry. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
Alpha, sit on. 180. Sit on. 180. And sit on. Sit on.
We're going to go right back to Henry. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
A gain of 3 yards.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
They'll run. It's Henry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
At his 48-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 9. Off the play fake. Jackson forced out wide. Now he takes off. And a nice game there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6.
That's a smart play. 2nd down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable 3rd down.
2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. 3rd down and 3.
You are X.
He'll try and run for this with Henry. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Lamar going to work from the pistol. Now he'll work his way out right. He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. They get 18 yards on 4th down and a fresh set of downs.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
They'll give it, going left. There's Henry. He brings this to about the 26-yard line. Reed Blankenship coming up from his safety spot to make the stop.
Gain of a yard.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
Play action now. Jackson escaping to his left. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Let's make no mistake about it, Mike. I mean, this passing game, it just has not been very efficient here in the first half. I mean, they've produced more yards on the ground than through the air, and incompletions like that certainly aren't going to help.
3rd down and 9. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And the Eagles will take over here just shy of the 30.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, the ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
Great, set.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And at this point on the sideline, Mike, it just has to feel like deja vu. I mean, really, the last 2 drives, same story. Continuing to drive, have something brewing, and then you just stall out in the exact same fashion.
Oh, he gonna quit too. Oh my God, it's 0-0, my nigga.
Help me now, 'cause I only do
next to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay. We're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Denver Broncos and the Baltimore Ravens. We're playing under the lights and some heavy rain here tonight. And we're off from Baltimore. Marvin Mims now to return it. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Nix. Complete out to the right side. Well, maybe the rest of the game's going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. This is Sutton working the right side. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Bombers.
Going for it on 4th, Nix. He's got it. That's going to be a 1st and more. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. One of their biggest plays of the game so far, and it comes on a 4th down gamble.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. The throw finds Evan Ingram. And he's taken down at the 30. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, too much risk for that reward.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Throwing again, here's Nix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the man he was after. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
I can promise you that is a throw, and it's a quarterback when it leaves your hands, you do not want to flirt with as this game goes on. That is a prime one that DB can cut off and take the other way.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Okay, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
A 47-yard attempt.
Oh, and that's not going to do it. He hooked it. The kick no good, wide left. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
Gosh, it didn't look like anything was wrong with that snap or hold either. He just rushed it a bit, and it winds up off the mark.
Report!
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. Oh, he put him in the spin cycle. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
This is Henry on second. And he takes this up to around the 46, and that's going to leave him a yard at most from that marker.
Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Don't you do it.
Third down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's fourth down. Perhaps a little misplaced sense of urgency on their opening drive. We'll find out together, and they're going for this from their own side. Trying to push this past the marker. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him a first on fourth down.
In the triple option system, Kate, that you see a lot of the military schools run, their fullback's called a B-back, right behind that QB. B for blocker, because that's what he does the majority of the time. But when these fullbacks get a chance to put on a show and make an A play, I'm all for it.
Now pitch it to Henry. And he's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. First and goal coming up.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
180. Alpha.
Going to the ground again on first. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
And the defender comes away with it. Riley Moss with the pick. And the Broncos take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game.
Yeah, I totally get it. You pass it here because that's what's comfortable. Largely, it's what you did to get down inside the red zone, but so often what works in theory doesn't work in practice, and it can lead to some pretty nasty results.
Throwing on first down, Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
There's no question, Kate, big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Five still to go here. This is second down. Shotgun snap to Nix. That one's caught along the left sideline. The 30. Gets the 10. All the way. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos get some late points and the lead. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
It's cut for two, and that's going to be an 8-0 lead. Ooh, they get the 2 out of it. Nicely done, but into double coverage there. Feels like they might have gotten away with one there, Brock.
You know what you call that, Kate? You call that a quarterback's best friend. These receivers all the time will tell the QB in the huddle, just give me a chance, bro. Just give me a chance. Just put it up there.
Yep.
And that quarterback did, and the receiver delivers.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Rasheen Ali on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
At their own 22-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
180. Middle. To what? 180. What is shot?
Throwing now on first down, it's Jackson. And this is lofted deep down the middle. That's complete inside the 35. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens earn the chance to tie before halftime. Zay Flowers, the touchdown.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
The Ravens will line up for the two-point conversion.
Hey, middle.
Jackson throwing for it. Nothing doing on that two-point opportunity. A fail on the conversion. So they try to match 8 points with 8 points, partner, but no luck on the conversion. They stay down 2.
You know, Kate, some people prefer to take the extra point right there. Others prefer to try and keep pace. There is a lot of game left to make up those 2 points. I'll tell you this. When you get it the first time around and you're in that lead, you can see how it puts the pressure on the other to perform.
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. Towards Sutton, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Chidobe Awuzie.
Nix's pass intercepted.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
The drive begins with Henry. Along the right sideline, there's space. Hits the 20. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get some late points and the lead. Derrick Henry, the touchdown.
Kate, you saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run, but you know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen, and they just get to celebrate. They love an explosive play like that. It doesn't mean a long, extended drive, just a whole bunch of celebration.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete. Well, an aggressive mindset not working for them early on here. 2-point tries following both touchdowns, Brock, and neither have been successful.
Well, I hope they worked on a lot of 2-point plays this week because they're going to be chasing points the rest of the way. Hopefully, they can find some better success on future 2-point chances.
Here's R.J. Harvey on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. We're trying to set up the screen. Dobbins. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37.
Hey, we're going good.
Broncos have to hurry here. Clock still running.
Gain of 11. That's good for a Broncos 1st down.
Nix now on 1st and 10. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And they have the football at the 35. That last interception gave them a chance to take the lead, partner. And now their defense gets them another one so they can start growing this advantage.
Yeah, this defense letting them know we don't want to defend a small lead. Here's the ball.
Can't connect up on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Not a bad first look for him. Played that ball better than he could.
I got shot. 13. Middle.
Lamar now from the gun. He's going to try another deep one here.
You like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that first down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the first down.
And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on fourth down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on fourth.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
A 28-yard gain.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out.
First down.
On first down, it's Nix. Short pass brought in. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos take the lead just before halftime.
Touchdown, Broncos.
So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not even about the play, it's about the player. And when you got a player of this caliber, you find every way to get it to him. And just because he scored the touchdown,
it's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining.
Sit up! Ready! Sit up! Hey!
To his right. He takes it himself. And he's going to be brought down up at the 31. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts to work with before halftime.
First down.
New set of downs for them from the 31.
At the 31-yard line.
Ready! Hey, Ozzy! Sit up!
First down. Here's Lamar. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping again.
So demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. You need to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
He'll throw it. He puts some air under it deep down the left. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off Brandon Jones. And the Broncos watch as the return goes out of bounds, bringing us to the end of our first half. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. His return starts at the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
Ready!
Third quarter starts with a run from Henry. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Run loss of a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11.
At the 20-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. Headed out right. Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up 3rd down.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
Jackson now on 3rd. On the move, headed right. He's going for it himself. And they're going to force him out just before he can get to the 35. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. They give to Henry on the inside handoff. Good little rip there. Looks like about Drake Greenlaw getting there for the stop.
He's
Working quickly
at the
here.
40-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Currency. Hey, hey. Hey.
Now Jackson. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive really affected the city making their kind of pick. He wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, he just took his medicine.
a comfortable spot to punt it. Can they avoid that by converting here on third? Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. Defense nearing a stop. Need to hold once more here on third down. Looking to throw. He put everything he had into this one. Oh no, they get him again. Surtain has it. And the Broncos get the football back midfield. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. They did it! He made the interception! Picked up by Marlon Humphrey! And he goes out of bounds as everyone turns to hear from our referee. Okay, hang on, partner. Officials had to have just made a mistake, right? Did they just say accepted?
Yeah, I don't think I get this one either, Kate. This is where you gotta step in and give me your great analysis, because this makes no sense. You basically just ripped up your lottery ticket.
Working now from the gun. Throwing the out route complete. And they get this down to the 44 before he stops. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap to Nix. Buying some time right. And it looks great flying through the air, Bronk, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground.
this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you've thrown in coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's good for Broncos first down.
That down the distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Next with it on first. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos now lead by 10. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his second touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. And with two scores now, it's what, a two-score game? Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty.
Bill Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. So first down from the 41. Finds left. Now he takes it. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. The defender there to take him out just short of it. There's your 32 yards. Good for Ravens. First down.
First and 7-yard line.
Back to throw.